Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Rashawn
call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Easy. Hey, 22.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you
got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
30.
A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And a Packer 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st down, Packers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got him in open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Davante Adams.
Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers Packers have taken the early lead.
It is good.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Packers 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Double team, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 39, Stafford flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. The 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play. Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
3 yards.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
The kicker on for the...
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And the pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
9 yards.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Lions 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in, but couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Third and long, it's Stafford. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over.
He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
The Lions take over. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford. And Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Stafford going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show him that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Tyler Ervin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Tyler Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
So good coverage here defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
A couple of scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Mostert, he drops the ball, and the Packers pick it up. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. A final return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken in the end zone. And Bad decision to bring it out. Ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the 2nd half. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Stafford eluding the pressure right. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. A big seam, and he might
do what we do. Do what we do.
The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Packers 42, Lions 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Third and 9.
On third down, Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Lions go for it on 4th. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are pouring it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
10 at their own 39-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the rookie's second-round pick, it's A.J. Dillon with it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Complete to Mark.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very
heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. 4-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Throwing again. Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Julian Okwara showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 56, Lions 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll throw from the gun. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing deep for Galladay. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This is Valdez-Scantling, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point try now for Crosby.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Makes the score Packers 63, Lions 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Lions on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Jones, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers looking to throw. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And it's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford with a catch made by Johnson. Right side, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for the 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One last throw here for Stafford. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And that will light a finish to this ball game.
Score, Packers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brent.